But the person who's seeking the Lord desperately is always overrun by the person who's doing what the Lord said do. Amen. But here's the good part. While we're seeking the Lord, as the Lord told the woman at the well in John 4, because she started talking about worship, didn't she? And the woman says, you say we're not going to worship on this mountain or at Jerusalem. And then Jesus says, God is a spirit. And them that worship him must worship him in spirit, or with a genuine spirit, and a truthful spirit. And then he says something very interesting, Marcy. He says, for God is seeking those. So while we're looking, we think that we're the ones, we're the principle that's seeking God, but God is seeking us. The Lord says, well, he's seeking those that'll worship him in a genuine and a true spirit. So God is the first principle, the first person that's doing the seeking, Bishop. Not, see, we think that we're seeking him, but God's not lost. No. Right. Yeah. But when we seek him in a genuine spirit, at the same time, now he's seeking us. And there's a law of physics that says something about when an immovable object meets an irresistible force, there's an explosion. Well, in the spirit, there's an explosion of love, knowledge. You always, when those two forces meet, there's always some knowledge or some insight about some things that we didn't know before, but now we know. And that's what makes the child of God say, and we appreciate God so much for telling us that. But here's what we seek after more than we should, what we call the deep things of God. Don't we? But it's not really a mystery. It's simply something that has not been a mystery, something that was previously hidden, but now is revealed. Let's get it straight. Because the Lord says, I've hidden nothing from you. I've only hidden it from those who don't know me. He doesn't have secrets from us, Marcy. All we have to do is cut the TV off, cut the Twitter machine off, and put on some music and say, Lord, I love you. And as we seek him genuinely, the Lord is seeking us. But here's the thing. We're looking for God to tell us deep things about him and his nature. Right? But here's the beauty of it. God is seeking us too. And God always reminds us and shows us some things about our own nature. And not how bad we are. About the good in us and the decency and the very special appointment that God has given us on this earth, and we've forgotten about it, and God reminds us and shows us how good we are. And then we really appreciate him and we really love him then, Bishop, because we weren't so much seeking after him, but it was his job, Clarence, to cleave after us. Cleave means dabak. It means to stick, to glue yourself to him. That's why the Lord tells the man, when I made this woman for you, you glue yourself to her. So now the child is not the only human being that has a bonding process with the mother, but the man is, the husband is. I want you guys to do that unless you're bugging her. You know how children sometimes they're always behind the mother. Every time she turns around, there's the baby holding on to the mom and all that stuff. And she might act like she got, but she ain't really mad. That's her baby. So what God is saying is when you're with your woman and you're in the grocery store or something, you always be touching her. And even if she said, get off me, she really don't mean that, because deep inside her inherent is the bonding nature. Amen. She loves it. Don't you love for somebody to fuss over you? I just can't stand it. I gotta be, if I see you, I gotta get close to you and touch you, rub up against you or something. God is saying, I'm cleaving after you, even when you've made a mistake. Things that are unprofitable. Because you're carrying my name and I'm destined for you to be a praise unto me.